two.
Welcome back to part two. Welcome back to part two of our pond here in Font Hill.
Dan, how much do we trust Thomas?
100-ish%.
Let's see.
How's this gonna work?
How are we putting this thing in the backyard?
You gotta figure that out.
Oh yeah, you got the talented machine operator, that's why.
That's for you and me to figure out. And Evan to watch with the camera.
Ah, yes.
Video any evidence that goes down. This is a log. It's a gorgeous log.
It's beautiful.
It's got so much nice moss on it. Look at that.
Nothing ever worth it came easy.
Nothing ever.
Nothing worth it was never easy.
We're consulting.
Why are you videoing me?
You're part of the crew, part of the ship.
Part of the ship, part of the
Part of the
crew.
crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew. Ready as I'll ever be.
Little update on our project here in Font Hill. We are getting a lot done here. It is a little chilly and a little wet here, but we're fighting through the mud and making something happen. So let me turn you guys around and show you what's going on. So we have tied in some of these rocks in here. They look really awesome actually, just to really mesh the old landscape into the new landscape. So what we've done is we just notched out these steps a little bit with some of the weathered limestone that we have. We also dropped a downspout filter underneath here, underneath this pot, which is why there's flower pots here. It catches the water from the house there. It's quite a bit of water that comes through here underneath this patio, and then it drops into the negative edge. If you do not know what a negative edge is, basically this height right here is set at the top of our pond height. So all the water in the pond is going to overflow over this ledge right here and that ledge right there, dropping into that little pool there, swirling around, and then that water is going to disappear throughout this little stream bed. So all our aqua blocks were under here. So we dropped in a piece of liner on top of that to create the mirage that this stream continues this way, and then all that water is going to disappear in here. So from all these viewpoints from up here, it's going to look like that water is disappearing out this way, down the ravine, continuing down there. So a big challenge here is the access for this job. We have a little patio to do here yet. Work our way out and up there, waterfall, wetland, and whatnot.
What are you doing?
The top coming off.
I think the top's going off.
You don't like the top.
Why? It's literally beautiful.
It's not beautiful, Evan. It's like way up here in the middle of nowhere. Since when do you see rocks pointing up like that?
I don't know.
Ever?
Thomas's logic.
What happened?
He thinks that this rock is ugly.
It is.
Guess what, Evan? We're gonna do something similar.
What do the viewers think?
Yeah. Tell me.
Tell me why.
That pole will take too long.
This rock is garbage. Oh, baby, it's coming.
Mucho better.
We are happy.
Now look, our lights even still fit in there.
There's a little crack for the little light.
Does it look good, Thomas?
Looks, yep, looks good.
Does it look good?
Looks freaking amazing.
Okay.
We are working up the slope here, so we installed our wetland filter already, and we are working on some of our stream and waterfalls. Let me show you guys a little bit what's going on here. This is what we got going on here in our wetland filter. You can see we dropped in this really awesome log. Another one. There's another one over there on the pond, but this log looks amazing here as well. The stream's just going to drop in over here, so that's our first frame rock for some of the stream dropping in. Water's going to come and twist and turn in here, hit that log, and then come this way. So we have our set of waterfalls set underneath here. Those are going to look really cool. And then this waterfall here is going to drop into the pond there. And then we have a little secret waterfall that's going to be actually just coming out right there and dropping this way. So what that's going to do is just give a little bit more interest from up here in the house. Those windows, we're really trying to capitalize on those viewpoints for these waterfalls. This area in here is a 16-foot diameter oversized flagstone patio, which is going to look really awesome here. We're going to bring that right up to the edge of the stream here, so that level is just going to be just the same level as that rock and just kind of lock into those rocks there. The design goals with this is to make it look like this stream and pond and everything was here already, and the house was built around it. So this basically comes down the slope and then works its way down into the ravine and disappears over there. We are going to be working on this waterfall and wrapping up this project for you guys. We're going to be doing plantings and stuff in the spring, so we'll get this thing running and then we'll come back for the plantings in the spring. Go get them!
You ready? What did we do today?
We managed to get a seam done in the -15 weather. So here, let me take them on a journey.
Okay, take them on.
Come with me, and you shall see. Alright, so here you can see our tent. Looks a little bit like an encampment here on site. But we have that all covered up because that is where we are doing our seam, or done our seam already. So I'm going to take you inside and we're going to check it out. Alright, so we are in. That's our kerosene heater. Was keeping things warmer here. It's off now, but you can see we got our cover tape on here all the way to that side over there, and yeah, we got our seam done even in these cold temperatures, so that is nice. Tomorrow we can actually start rocking this in and making this look like something. You got to do what you got to do sometimes in the cold weather, and this is what we had to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the final stretch of our 20 by 40 pond here at Font Hill. Things are looking absolutely awesome here. We have the stream basically 80% of the way rocked in and finished up there. We are currently washing down the stream and wetland, so that we can run this thing later today. Super exciting. We are going to turn you guys around here and show you what things are looking like. All right, so we always know where Dan Wanders is because he's got the yellow coveralls on, and he is hooking up our lighting currently right now in our little irrigation hubs here. So that's where all our lighting is run to from each section of the pond. So we have 3 of those along this side. There's another one over here. We'll just cover those up with some pebble later on. Evan is currently washing down the stream, as I just mentioned, and as you can see, this is our stream. What's going to happen is the stream is starting up here, right around where the bucket is. It's going to be coming around this big rock here, and going to be like a pinch waterfall through here. We got to make that yet. As you can see, this is going to be the stream coming through here, spillway here, dropping into the wetland, about 16 inches of water through here. So that's going to be really awesome, little deep stream system. And then it's going to look like it bounces off that log. It's pushed this way, and then it splits around this rock right here. So this is a little spillway stone, a weir stone, and this is a weir stone here. So that's gonna look really awesome there. And then a really cool thing that we're likely going to be doing here as well is this bridge. So we're going to be making a cedar bridge. We set up in here for our sauna, and that is going to be a kind of a barrel-shaped sauna in there. And what we're trying to do here is kind of mimic that a little bit with this bridge. So it's built out of cedar, the sauna. So what we're going to do with this bridge is build about a 5 to 6 foot long bridge, flat bridge across here, built out of cedar slats. And really happy with how this stream is kind of working its way around this yard into the pond, and then it looks like it disappears down the ravine, making it look like the stream and the pond were always here and the house was built afterwards. So alright, so an important part of our stream and waterfall is disguising the origin of our waterfall. So what we do is we recess our spillway down where our water comes from. It's a diffuser, and basically that sinks everything down and it wells up instead of spews out of a pipe or something. So I'm going to turn you guys around and show you what that looks like. So this right here is our spillway. So it's an aquascape spillway, and what it has here is this is a little plastic piece, and it diffuses the water so that it evenly goes out each way here. So this is the plumbing connection, and that will be basically the pipe's going to come in here, liner's going to be in between these 2 washers here. So what we do as well, instead of sitting this right on our shelf where we set our stones on, we actually dig it in another 4 to 5 inches down below our shelf, so we can actually set rocks right on top on each side. And what that does is basically it allows water to kind of percolate up through the gravel and pebble instead of spewing out of the front of this. So this is nice and set down. Our liner is going to come up behind it. We're going to do all rock work around it, and the water is just going to well up in there. So that's what we do with our spillways. Hopefully that helps you guys out a bit. Watch us pull the breaker. Ready? Oh, we got a little. That's perfect. Kind of what I wanted there.
Sometimes you cannot find your boss, and then you look in the woods, and lo and behold, he's out there. Just wandering around. I'm not sure what he's doing.